Greetings. I remember when I was little, my pet parakeet died, and my mother went out and bought another one, just the same, so that I wouldn't notice, but I knew. And I killed that one too. So, a bit of a joke to get the ball rolling there. Now, I will mention one or two things from my own mind. And this is something that's been concerning me quite a lot recently. I'm quite worried about it. Why is it? Why is it that whenever we receive a slice of homemade cake from someone, that we always have to mention that it's moist? I mean, it's a horrendous business, isn't it? I mean, obviously we can laugh about it now in this atmosphere of bonhomie, but it's horrific, isn't it? I mean, when you get a slice of cake, I mean, all you want to do really is just eat it quietly with your own thoughts. Which are generally that it's slightly on the dry side. Obviously, you can't say that, forget I said that, because the law of the world states that you must mention it's moist. And it's not just about saying it's moist, there's also time constraints linked to it. I mean, I think that's what makes it such a nightmare. You're under absolute pressure, aren't you? I mean, I would say, when the cake comes out, you have got 5 to 6 seconds to mention the moistness. If you don't mention the moistness within that time window, then the atmosphere will deteriorate rapidly. And you will find that your host may actually crack and say, is the cake all right? Or is it a bit dry? Now, if you hear those words, you're basically in a serious emergency situation with the atmosphere in a perilous state, and you have to say something immediately to restore the atmosphere. And there's various things you could say, but I'd advise you to say something along the lines of the following words. Dry? Hardly. That's the last word I'd use to describe this cake. This cake is extremely moist. Yes, unbelievably so. Yes, you've not gone easy on the moisture in this cake, Ursula. Yes, I reckon you must be literally pouring the water into that mixing bowl to achieve such a final ratio of moisture to cake. I mean, to consider that this cake has been in a hot oven for over 30 minutes, and yet, despite that sustained battering of heat, it has still retained all this moisture. I mean, it's an absolute miracle. I mean, honestly, Ursula, I think this is probably the dampest cake I've had all year. Thank you very much. Now, another thing I've heard, it's on another subject, what do people think of those signs that people put on the backs of their cars that say, baby on board? What do you think about that? Horrendous, absolutely right. I mean, why do people... It's very annoying, isn't it? Why do they put those signs there? I mean, obviously, they're telling us there's a baby there. You know, that's self-evident. But, you know, what I'm thinking is, you know, what is the subtext? You know, what is the hidden message? I suppose what they're trying to say is, we're heterosexual. Yes, that's right. It's a heterosexual car here with heterosexual people in it. And not only that, but we in this car also have another important quality to us. Yes, that's right. We are fertile. Yes, we have made a baby. We are creating the future of the human race. How kind of us to give up our heterosexual, fertile free time to making the babies. What benevolent people we are. I mean, you know, they don't always stroke their hair like that, do they? But I think that sums up their smug attitude. I've had enough of it now. I'm at my wit's end with it. I'm seriously thinking of hitting back with a sign of my own. I'm going to put a sign on the back of my car that says, first, may I point out... This is not a ship. And therefore, it is inappropriate to talk about anyone being on board. I mean, thank you. I mean, it's true, isn't it? I mean, it's true, isn't it? When you're in a car, what are you? You're in it. It's no more complicated than that, really, is it? I mean, the clue is in the word in. That's the only thing you can ever really say about a car, is that you're in the car. You do not say, oh, look at me, I'm on board my Nissan. God knows how I'm going to fit all that on the sign. I'll probably have to use quite a small font. Actually, I think I'll probably have to put another sign up as well, because, to be honest, I don't think that first sign would deal with all my concerns. My second sign would say, this car contains between 1 and 5 people, each of whom is aged somewhere between 0 and 115, those being the ranges of ages within the world. Some of the people in the car may be heterosexual, some of them may be homosexual, some may be fertile, others sterile. One or two of the people in the car, for all I know, may possibly be undergoing IVF fertility treatment. But they are all equally deserving of not having a car driven into the back of them. Thank you very much indeed. Good evening. Thank you.